So the following video review is about the Bryton Rider 310, just honest thoughts, comments and criticisms. Welcome to the review of the Bryton Rider 310. I've had this for 6 weeks now and I've used it very thoroughly, lots of different conditions for long times, and this is going to be a full review, so let's turn the bad boy on. So you can see initial startup is very quick. We're back, bang, we've been to the screens, all the screens you want. So you can have 8 data fields if you wish, you can have 1, anything in between, and there's about 70 to 80 different data field parameters you can choose from. Anything from speed, heart rate, time of day, power, cadence, that kind of thing, okay? So I've got it set on this, and there are 4 different menu display options.
So it's really easy to fiddle through the menus. You've got cycling, train and test, which I'll go down to. The screen lights up. I don't know how to turn off. So you can have a plan, a workout, or Bryton test. So click enter on the plan, simple or interval, and you can change that up. We can go back. You can go to your workout. I'll click down on the workout. View, delete. I don't have any set up. Or Bryton test. So you can go MHR, which is maximal heart rate test, or LTHR, which is lactate threshold test. Let's go to LTHR. Time about 50 minutes to confirm lactate threshold. So there you go. So you can perform those tests on the computer, which is a nice little feature. Let's get out of this. Let's go to view history. And here you can just look at previous activities, or you can delete your activities. So this is the activity I completed today. You can go through more and you can flip through different data panels that has. So there you go, you can see that I did lap 1, lap 2, lap 3, and back onto that. We'll get out of this and we'll go into settings. So if we click on exercises, data page, smart lap, alert, smart pause. Data pages, it's amazing how many data pages there are. Okay, so data page 1, data page 2, data page 3, data page 4. Go to altitude. You can preset it. So I set mine to 10 because that's my altitude, but you can go wherever you are in the world. You know, if you're on Mount Everest, it might be a bit tricky, but different locations, different altitudes, you can preset it and calibrate it before the start of your ride. Let's go to the general system, GPS. You can change it to different powers. You can go full power or off, or it's power save mode, which goes up to 36 hours. Bluetooth function you can have on as well. Auto scroll as well, saves pushing the buttons. File saving, yep. Otherwise it doesn't save your files automatically. Start remind. Memory, 20%. It holds up to 150 laps of memory. And this lap button, remember, is the orange button. And you can reset and check out data about. So that's general. Sensors, you can pair it with heart rate monitor, speed, ANT plus stuff, cadence, speed and cadence, or power meter stuff. So you just click on that and pair it with your device. Profile, here's your profile, user profile, bike profile. So if you change it, it's going to affect your calories and stuff like that. So there we go. You're getting valuable info here. I haven't run out of battery, and it's always been pretty much fully charged, because when you connect your USB in via this hole in the back, a little micro USB connection, it charges your battery. So it charges very quickly and it holds charge for a long time, which is definitely a big bonus of this one. If you're looking to do any Everesting with the Bryton, I'd recommend it.
So I plucked out the kitchen scales and it comes in at a pretty dainty 53 grams. Not bad.
So there, it's very clean on the sides.
It's fairly small, but the screen is big enough to see everything. You've only got 3 buttons. You've got stop, back button. You've got the lap or OK button, which can get annoying because you can push it when you want to stop, because I'm used to a Garmin and when you push the button to stop the exercise, but this just hits lap, so it'll give you lap 1, and then you can push page down button. Okay, so it's very simple to use. Just push back to go to the other menu. Page down button to navigate. Go into cycling. You can set up your page 1, or you can set up your page 2, which has different data fields, and it's pretty intuitive. Okay, so let's see how it fits on the bike. So this is the mount that I use, and there's just a little padding here for the stem, so it doesn't mark your stem. There's the mount, and there are some of the O-rings, things that you tie it on with. They hook up to the mount on the edge. And it comes with other adjustments as well for smaller bikes, smaller stems, that kind of thing. And detailed instructions of how to put it on. You can use an out the front mount as well, but I just use the basic mount to the stem or the handlebars. And warranty, that kind of jazz. All the languages you could ever need, pretty much. But not Dothraki. Here's the heart rate monitor. This is a Garmin heart rate monitor, but it's ANT+, so it pairs with my Bryton, which is good. My Bryton. So it's really easy to clip in and out. So you just mount it like that. There's the mount on the bike, very easy, very small, and then twist. Click. In the end though, it's not going to do your rides for you, so you have to get out there, get on the bike, and burn those buns. So here we go, we've got the rider set up on the front there, on the handlebars, and I can flick between the 2 data fields that I've set up. 8 little parameters on each side, and I can pause it by clicking the pause button on the left hand side there. Beautiful scenery here in China. Spring has come, so I'm just going to show you a little bit the back streets while I was testing the Bryton Rider 310s. And interesting, they grow a lot of those yellow flowers for, it's called rapeseed oil. It's a vegetable oil. So I don't know who that crazy guy is. And let's see how it uploads onto the internet after you go for your ride. So the Bryton is super easy to upload onto the computer. All you do is plug your micro USB into the hole, like 1, 2, magic, and it charges. It goes onto charging mode, and a little file will pop up if you allow it on your computer, and you can drag your fit files, .fit files, and upload them onto Bryton Sport. Easy, just create an account. It's like Garmin Connect or Strava, but just for Bryton. So there are some of the files. And also I upload all my stuff onto Strava because I really like Strava. So you can see the file route and other stuff. Analyze the speed, the temperature, and anything that your Bryton rider will measure. Sorry about the shakiness. So easy to get off onto your computer. To turn off your Bryton as well, all you have to do is hold down the back button. Backlighting comes up and it's off. And that automatically resets your file. So it's saved if you've clicked on autosave, and that resets your file so you can upload it onto your computer. So the best thing I love about the Bryton is that it's got a really long battery life. Okay, it's 36 hours when it's in power save mode, and it's 24 hours when it's in full power GPS mode, which I've never run out of battery as I have on some of my Garmin's. So if you're doing something like an Everesting attempt or a 24-hour ride, it's gonna handle that if you put it in the right settings. So another big bonus about the Bryton is value for money. You get a lot of features for very little money. I found this for $80 on Chinese sort of eBay. It's not that much more expensive in Australia for what it retails for now. You can pick it up off of Gumtree or eBay, find a good deal there. Reason 3, I love it's got lots of features. So it's got your power data covered with the ANT Plus compatible power meter like stages or SRM. Speed, cadence as well, same deal, ANT Plus, which is the main competitor out, the main sensor out there. And then it's also got heart rate as well. So it doesn't have maps, that's one drawback, it doesn't have maps. But if you're like me, you travel with a phone, you've got maps on your phone, so that really doesn't matter that much. If I'm going to nitpick, it could have a bigger screen. The screen size is not particularly big. Here is a comparison against the Garmin Edge 520. You can see the screen's a little bit smaller, but not a big difference. But I can still see everything clearly, and I would also be able to do my rides and turn the machine off but not lose the current ride that I was riding, or have it saved to later and switch to a brand new activity. I'd like to be able to turn it off, come back to the same ride when I turn it on. That's pretty nitpicky though. So overall, highly recommend the Bryton Rider 310. Great value for money device, and look, if they keep pumping out machines like this, I don't see the need to go back to a Garmin sort of 500 or 510 or 520 Edge. I guess that's the competitor it's sort of up against. So good on your Bryton Rider. Remember guys, peace, go vegan for the animals, for the planet, for yourself, and for the Bryton Rider 310.